Hey there, welcome back to Supercharged Fridays, open office hours slash ask me anything. This is the career happy place to be every single Friday at the same time for 4.5 years. This is edition 229. I hope you're doing really well. And if you haven't met me before, and if I haven't met you before, a very warm welcome. My name is Sonal Behel. I'm a former HR director and career strategist, and I help people who are going through transitions in their career through coaching, courses, and content. If you want to learn more, check out superchargeyourself.com. I would love to welcome you into my universe. As you can probably tell from the text above, this is pre recorded. It's actually recorded a couple of hours before I typically go live. And I tend to do this when I'm going to be on the road and I will not have access to a computer or a phone. And today is a good reason. I'm going to my MBA reunion. It's the 15th reunion. I graduated in 2009 from my MBA, and it's going to be an adventure. I know it's going to be amazing. And I have a question for you about that, which I will get to in a minute. But before I do that, let's get to your questions. I got a couple of questions this week that I thought were juicy, and I'm going to be doing this recording for a few minutes because I'm actually about to drive off so I don't get late because I believe traffic to Fontainebleau is not going to be pretty today. There's apparently some strikes as well, which is rather commonplace in Europe. It's one of the things about living here. So the first question I have is, hey Sonal, is it best to thank the recruiter first? So this gentleman is expecting an offer soon. So he says, is it best to thank the recruiter first, receive the written offer for review, and then negotiate? Or should I try to discuss terms during the initial call? I would say wait till the offer comes to your email inbox. Okay. So do not sort of preempt that. But in the meantime, if you're in the waiting period and you're waiting for an offer, you can drop in an email saying, "Hey, it was really great meeting you, and I'm so excited to work together, and I look forward to receiving the written offer as soon as you have it." And then wait. And when you have it, that is when you ask for a phone call, and then you ask questions, and there you see if you can get better terms. So this is how I would approach it, sort of not place the cart before the horse in that timeline. This is how I would do it. Do what feels good according to your judgment. Then, before I get into the second question, I told you earlier I have a question for you, and this is a quick one. Actually, it's not a quick one. It's a very it's a very heavy one. Okay, you have graduated. If you're watching me, you've graduated from school. You've probably also graduated from college. Some of you have done a master's. Some of you have done a PhD. Now, typically, academic institutions do offer sort of formal event, reunion type events, which are held every few years, right? Sometimes it's every year, but because of time and budget constraints, they tend to be on milestones like, 5-year reunion, 10-year reunion, 15-year reunion, 20-year reunion is a big one. What I want to know is please drop it in the chat below if you're watching me on LinkedIn. If you're watching me on YouTube, do not place it in the chat, place it in the comments. I don't tend to see chat after the live has expired, but I do read your comments, every single one of them. So please put this in the comments. This is what I want to know. Have you ever been to a high school or a college or an MBA or a master's program reunion? Yes or no? And if it is a no, why is that? I'm curious to know your experience, and I will share my experience probably in the next few weeks. In the meantime, I will tell you that I did not attend my 5-year and 10-year reunion for lots of lots of reasons, some superficial, some genuine. But if I could go back and do it differently, I would have gone back. I would have gone back, and I didn't. But even now, like I'm going and I checked the list, not everybody goes. My guesstimate is about 40 to 50% of people go back to their reunions. So they have their reasons. I want to know your reasons if you've ever gone back. Or you think I don't need to, I'm already in touch with my friends, or whatever it is. Let me know what's going on in your head about that. Okay. Last question. Very interested. This person asked me, how do I build my personal brand, Sonal? I want to do it. I'm like, okay, that's a juicy question. We're not going to get time to do this because I've done a whole live stream only about this like 4 years ago. What I will tell you today is it matters what you're asking and why are you asking. We have this whole cosmetic thing about I want to build a personal brand, I want to be known for something, right? Now, but why why do you want it? And I asked him, it's typically because people in a company want to be better known, have a better reputation, and they want to get promoted and they want to earn well. And if you're self employed, it's because you want more clients, you want more business, you want more sales. Let's be clear, personal brand without financial benefits is fake popularity. You're people who are like that, but don't, I don't like the word monetize, but they don't, it's not leveraged well. It's like you're popular, but, you know, you need to do an extra shift um, at McDonald's on the weekend. There's nothing wrong with that. Please don't get me wrong. But the fact is, this should be able to very easily supplement your income without you doing the extra work, right? That's the whole point. So, why you want to do this matters. So, the way I look at personal branding, and I want to leave you with this thought, is you will see people on social media, any social media platform of choice. There tend to be two types. The first type is, hey, look at me, I'm so successful. So if they have announcements on LinkedIn, every single announcement is, I'm humbled and honored to announce that, blah, blah. Okay. The second type is, hey, I learned this. This was fascinating. I want to share this with you. Come with me. So there's the first, which is look at me. And the second is come with me. You need to be clear why you want to build a personal brand. And second, you want to be clear which category you belong to. If you talk to 10 people who talk about personal branding, they're going to tell you 10 different points of view. So do talk to others if you are into information overwhelm. I'm not. I like things simplified and clarified. And if this is a topic that you're interested in, reach out to me. Like, talk to me. Do not wait for things to change. That's the weird thing about time. It just goes on regardless, right? All my contact information can be found in all my social media, all my LinkedIn. So if that is something you're interested in, let's talk. Okay. So with that said, if you haven't already subscribed to my newsletter, it goes out every few weeks. I'm not very regular with it. I will be more regular with it. I made a promise to my coach. I'll be more regular with it starting next week. So superchargeyourself.com/newsletter. It's super short, value driven. And it's one of the reasons why I don't write it so often because I'm like, oh, what am I going to write? What am I going to? I'm going to keep it short and make it more frequent. Not everybody reads every single. Do you read every single email you get? I don't. I miss a few. So if that's of any interest, subscribe to my newsletter. Thank you for watching me live. Don't forget to answer the question about reunions. I'm very, very curious about that. By the time this goes live, hopefully, inshallah, I shall already be on campus, hugging and meeting staff and faculty and fellow students. Take care of yourself. Have a lovely Friday and weekend. And I shall see you live next time. Same time as always. Bye for now.